Hey there, this is the first of a series of videos we're going to be creating for you to help you understand better the Google products that we're going to be utilizing within our business. The very first step is obviously to create a Google account or a Gmail account if you don't already have one. And it's very simple and you can do it one of three ways. You could either, if you're on google.com, you could either click on the sign in button right here on top of the page. You could also go to the little boxes right next to it and just click on Gmail, or you can simply go to gmail.com. Now, if you already have a Gmail account, just make sure that you can use that to sync up with your Dream Properties account we're going to create for you. Just make sure it's something simple and still be able to use it as your email account as far as with clients, something professional. If you have something funny before the @gmail.com, we definitely don't want to use that account. If you have something, for instance, I'm a funny guy @gmail.com, that probably wouldn't be something good to use. And when you're emailing from your phone and you might hit the wrong button or something like that, the client might get that email, not with the Dream Properties email, but with your Gmail, and it just probably wouldn't be a good situation. It's not very professional at all. So let's just assume you're going to create a new account. Very simple. Towards the bottom, click on Create an Account. We are going to use an example here, so we're just going to put in our first and last name. We're just going to use John Smith. One of the things about the username, as you already saw on the Skype video, you want to choose something that will be available on both Skype and also Gmail. So you already checked the Skype, you already created your account, and you want to use the same one for your Gmail, and your Dream Properties account is going to be pretty close to all three of them as well, or the other two, I mean. So in this case, we're going to try to keep it simple. We're always going to put a first name and then the word Dream right next to it. We'll find out if it's available. As we already noticed on the Skype, it wasn't available, so we're just going to use John. We're going to use the first initial of the last name, which is John S. Dream, and that one is available. If this was not available, what we would do is just, instead of leaving the first letter of the last name, we're just going to type in the whole last name and still the word Dream @gmail.com. So now you have your Gmail account, your Skype account, and your Dream Properties account. Is the only difference that's going to have is going to be like this: John Smith @dreamproperties.com. It's not going to have the word Dream before the @. That's basically the only difference. In this case, John S. Dream is available. We're going to create a password. As you can see on the left hand side, it only needs 8 characters, and it's telling me that my password is fair. And the reason being is because I'm only using lowercase letters and numbers. If I were to add an exclamation point, for example, it would make my password strong. I'm just going to keep it simple. Make sure you pick a password that you use on multiple accounts so you don't forget it. I'm just going to use the birthday as January 1st, 2001. Gender male. I'm going to put in my number. And this really depends. I've created multiple accounts where it didn't require my mobile number. It doesn't actually require on here, but when we go to the next page, it's going to ask you to verify it. And in this case, I'm just going to type in my cell phone number so I can go ahead and verify the account. I want to type in my other email address that I own, or you can just leave it blank. Doesn't really matter. This one is just a verification portion. I want to make sure you're not a robot, that you can create this account. You can click this one if you want to skip the verification and just do the phone verification instead. With mine, I'm just going to look at the image. I know it says 4703, so I'm just going to type it in on the box right next to it. There's a location. You're going to do obviously the country you're doing this from, in this case United States. I'm going to check the I agree to the Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. If you want to read up on that, all you have to do is click on the link. It'll take you right to it. But I will tell you that you do have to agree to it unless you don't want to create a Gmail account. Alright, next thing we're going to do is just hit the next step. As I said, it's asking for a verification, and it asks me if I want to receive it via text message or voicemail. I'm just going to check the text message, and I'm just waiting for the text to arrive with the code. The verification code that just came up on my phone is 943. I hit continue. Now it gives me a chance to either add my photo right now or just say no thanks and add it later. I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna make it very simple. You could do it one of two ways. You could either hit the web camera button over here, and it'll actually, if you have a camera on your computer, it's just you can take a picture right away. The picture that we do want to use, and if you don't already have a picture by the time you're setting up this account, is the professional picture that you took, the one that's going to go on your website and your LinkedIn profile and the Facebook. But for now, you can just put in whatever picture you have, and you just simply go to upload photos. You're going to drag a photo or select a photo from your computer. I want to make this real easy, so I'm just going to pull up the folder that I have my picture in this case right here. I want to pick any photo. I'm able to crop the pictures on there as well, so I don't really have to have the right size picture. I'm going to close this out, wait until it uploads. And I'm just going to adjust it to anywhere, basically as big as I want to, just be able to crop it. So I'm going to bring this box up here a little bit, just expand that, expand this. Perfect. I can move it if I want to. Set it as profile photo. And once again, it may not have the professional picture, the one that's going to go up on the website. If you don't, you can always change this later, or you can not add it. Now we're going to go to create a profile. So it creates that account for us. It says, welcome John. Your new email address is john@stream@gmail.com. Go to continue account. Continue Gmail, I mean. And there it is. Now you're gonna have one of the cool things Gmail just started doing recently is they start giving you a little tour, explaining to you about the features and everything else that you have with Gmail. You can change the background on that. You can, the way you can see it on your phone and your tablet and everything else as well. I've been using Gmail for quite a while, so I'm not gonna go through the whole process over here. But if you're new to Gmail, make sure that you do go through the whole thing and you understand it. Also, as you can see it down here, there's a setup progress bar, and I've only done 10%. Now learn how to use Gmail, get Gmail for mobile, change profile image. There's a few things that you can do on here, so the process is complete. Make sure you go through all of them. It just helps you a lot. You definitely want to understand the tool that you're going to be using. You immediately get 3 emails, as you can see it on here, and they're basically welcome emails and just giving you a few tips. One of the things you'll notice as well is you have 3 tabs at the top. One that says primary, social, and promotions. And all this is when the emails are coming into your inbox, if they're related, anything related to social, so for instance, anything from Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or anything like that, instead of going to your primary inbox, it's going to go to your social inbox. If you have anything that's promotional, same thing. It won't go to your primary, it will go to your promotional. You can add more tabs if you want, like the updates and the forums, if you do have that sort of email coming in. Me personally, I don't really like having all of those tabs. I just like having everything in one space. So I uncheck all the boxes but the primary. That's the only one that I leave. And what I do is I just create new folders on the left hand side, and I can just move the emails from here to my folders just to kind of keep it a little more organized. This is just a personal preference and it works for me. So this is basically how we create a Gmail account. As I said before, we're going to have other emails that will help you guys as far as utilizing the tools within Gmail. Now, once you're all finished creating this account, what you want to do is let your coach know that you just finished it. So what you're going to do is, so you can go ahead and create your Dream Properties account. You go into Compose. You're going to send an email to faststart@dreamproperties.com. You're going to put in your name on the subject line. Please, and you're just going to type in, please create my Dream Properties email and send it to me. Very simple. Now, your coach obviously is going to see that the email that it's coming from was, like we said before, John S. Dream at dreamproperties.com. So his account on the Dream Properties, when he creates it, it's going to be John, the letter S, at dreamproperties.com. This is basically all you have to do. You just go ahead and send it, and that's it. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.